Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about the truth about good nutrition, how to look, feel, and perform your best. This is going to be a little bit longer video than what I normally do. But have you heard about I'm sure you've heard about the different millions of diets that claim to be the best diet. We got the best diet from all the ads on YouTube and everywhere else. You got low carb, high protein, keto, vegetarian, vegan. I did just tons of them. But what if I told you that good nutrition isn't about about a trendy diet? It's about simple, sustainable habits that actually work and that are sustainable is the key there, guys. In this video, I break down the 6 key principles of good nutrition that help you look and feel your best and also perform better without confusion or any kind of restrictions and stuff like that, like so many diets give you. So let's dive in. This is Mike Norris from Mike Norris Fit. I help men over 50 lose weight, get fit, get healthier, and live a healthy lifestyle. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let's go ahead and share. Be sure to share this if you know someone who needs it. This is a little different. This is deviating a little bit from the Old Man series I've been doing, which I'm going to go a lot deeper on nutrition in other videos. So I'm going to kind of, so you don't hear the same, I'm going to kind of swap on and off day after day. Since I'm doing videos so many days in a row, you get to hear different subjects on aging. Number one, first principle, good nutrition controls your energy balance. What's energy balance? Calories. Food gives us energy, gives us calories. We need it to survive. Either way, if we don't eat, it'll take a while, but you'll eventually die. And also, if you eat too much bad, it can cause a food that's not that good. It can cause a lot of bad things, and we'll go over that. Too much energy, too much calories, that causes problems like resistance to hormones, inflammation. It can cause inflammation problems. It can cause plaque to form on your blood vessels, which causes your blood pressure to go up, and also a risk of chronic diseases. Good nutrition ensures we don't eat too much or too little. We want to be on the good side. We don't want to be eating too much, and we don't want to be eating too little. Each food has a certain nutrient density. That's nutrients per serving or per amount. I want you to imagine like 4 or 5 plates of food. Each one of them has one food on it. One has kale, one has cookies, one has salmon, one has a saltine crackers, and one has hamburger meat or steak, whatever. It doesn't matter. Well, let's look at the cookies. If you look at the cookies, it has more calories and less nutrients. If you look at the kale has a lot of nutrients in it, but very few calories. This kind of, there are people who tell you to lose weight or whatever, we just got to cut calories. It doesn't matter, but calories do matter. The better food you eat, the easier it's going to be for you to lose weight, get fitter, build muscle, whatever it is you're trying to do. When people start a diet program, they generally become aware of their intake, of how much food they're putting in. They start eating better overall, and they get more nutrients in, and they notice varieties of food that they normally don't eat when they're on a diet plan, and they want them to eat different things. There's variety there. So you start getting better nutrients into your body, and that's what your body needs. If you're not on a diet plan, you're just eating the same old stuff day after day. We really don't eat a lot of different foods. And if you've got stuff that's not providing enough nutrients constantly going into your body and just putting calories in, well, that's how we grow, get overweight, get bigger, have some of these problems. So just about any kind of diet, just about any kind, I would have to think to tell you one that's just flat out bad for you, but just about any kind of diet you use will help you eat a little bit better and get better nutrients. And that's why just about any diet will work short term, but remember, we want sustainable. The second principle, good nutrition helps us look, feel, and perform our best. An athletic person may want better performance. He may want to use that nutrition to get better performance. An older person may want to live healthier and feel better. So they want, that's what they want to get out of their nutrition program. Some people just want a quick fix. They want to look good for the beach or an event they're going to, a class reunion or something. And these national weight loss programs, that's where they thrive. They get you to come back year after year after year. They just have a quick 30-day to get you to lose the weight, and they know when you come back from the beach or you get through with your vacation or whatever, you are going to go right back to the way you were eating, and they know they'll see you again next year and get your money next year. And I've talked to people that have been a part of some of these plans for like 10 years straight. And it's really crazy. You don't have to do that. All right. Men over 50, they normally want to age well. And since this is a channel about men over 50, that's what we're going to talk about. They want to age well, they want longevity, and they want health. And good nutrition does that for them. It helps. It might mean losing weight. It might mean performing better on your job, in the bedroom, wherever, and it'll help you live better without all the sicknesses and stuff. Now, a little muscle. Some men want muscle. They want to gain some muscle. Hey, I know I gained a pound or two of muscle in the past year. I saw the changes in my body, and those muscles, a little bit of muscle. If you don't have much muscle, you've lost it all since you were 25, 30, 35 years old, whenever. You want a little muscle for when you get older, because when you get older, or even now, you want to play with your grandkids, pick them up. You don't want to hurt yourself doing that. You want to be able to go on vacations. You want to be able to travel, do things. And you can't really do that if you don't have much muscle. Well, a big thing, and I'm going through this with my dad, is fall and you can't get up. You got to have help getting up off the ground. That is a big, big issue with older age people once they get in their 80s, falling a lot. Now the next, the third principle is good nutrition is sustainable. And that's what it's all about, guys. Ideally, good nutrition, when you think of good nutrition, you're thinking about long-term, bigger picture. You're thinking about 10, 15, 20 years down the road. You want sustainable nutrition, a nutrition plan that's sustainable for you so that it keeps you healthy and fit for a long, long time. And you got to ask yourself, can I keep doing what I'm doing or get back to what I love doing? A nutrition plan can definitely help you with that, a sustainable one, because you can lose the weight, get leaner, get fitter, and do the things that you used to love doing. So how can you build behaviors for a lifetime? Well, your food decisions are critical. Our diet needs to be sustainable. Like I've been saying, what I did, I want to give you a little tip here, and you may do it, you may not. As soon as I knew that I was going to lose the weight, I went into my cupboards after a day or two, and I did some research and stuff online. I threw away junk. I got rid of Mountain Dews that I had. Actually, I gave them to somebody. But M&Ms and stuff that I had, peanut M&Ms that I was eating so much to stay awake at night when I was driving, they went in the trash can. I threw them in the trash can, took them to I did not want stuff in my house that if I get hungry in the middle of the night or late evenings or whatever, I might go snack on. So I got rid of it. And I would challenge you, if you really want to change your nutrition, you really want to get weight off or get leaner or whatever, to go in your kitchen and see what's in there. Now your wife may not let you throw stuff away, but you may have stuff in a separate location. Okay, you put that over here. You put your stuff over here. I'm not going to open that cabinet over there. And I started reading labels. Flip the label over, read the label. It'll surprise you when you read the amount of carbs in a small package, the amount of calories, and the amount of sugars, and the amount of added sugars. And you really don't want anything with added sugars. Having sugar is bad enough. But I would go in the grocery store, and I got to the point now, this is when I was really into it, I would read labels. And I know once I started coaching clients, I go in deep with questions on them, and I would say, well, you really want to read the label on that. That particular item, you want to read the label. And in your grocery store, shop the perimeter. If you shop in the middle of the aisles, that's where all the junk's at. The good stuff is on the perimeter. The vegetables, the lean meats, stuffed fruits, fresh vegetables, all that stuff is on the perimeter. But just becoming aware of the food that you eat is half the battle. Awareness. Just become aware of what you're eating. 4, good nutrition means being aware of food and how you are eating. Research shows us that people who pay better attention to what they eat, it leads to success. So people who pay attention to what they're eating, instead of just grabbing anything and eating it, leads to success. You make better food choices. Making better food choices is a process, and it doesn't happen overnight, but it is key. And the reason that we make bad food choices is because of 3 things. We're rushed, we're busy, and we're stressed. Think about that. We're rushed, we're busy, and we're stressed. And that's when you're on a job or something and you're stopping to pick up something quick at lunch, or you're stressing, you're rushing to get here, get there, and you'll go through fast food. So we want to make better choices. How do we make better choices? We slow down, we pay attention, we eat mindfully. And I'm going to tell you what eating mindfully is if you don't know. But to lose weight specifically, you want to eat slowly, without distractions, and it eventually creates an energy deficit. And I'm going to tell you why. And you also eat better quality foods. Eating mindfully means you sit down at your table, you don't have your cell phone with you, you don't have a newspaper, you don't have the TV on, you just sit down to eat, and you take a scoop of food, put it in your mouth, and you're chewing it up, you put the utensils down, you chew it up, swallow, and then you take another bite. By slowing down, let me tell you what this does for you. I don't know if you've ever heard of the stomach to brain signal. When we eat, it takes a few minutes for the signal to get from our stomach to our brain that we're full. Specifically, think if you ate a plate of food and you're still a little hungry. Well, if you just wait, that will pass. Last night at 11 o'clock when I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I was hungry, but I knew if I go to bed, go to sleep, I wake up in the morning, I probably won't even be hungry, and that was true. But if you can just wait for a minute or two instead of rushing and getting more food, you'll be surprised. Try it. Now, if you're starving after 5 or 10 minutes, go ahead and eat you a little more food. But so many times, especially we're at family reunions of different people, and they've got all this food in an all-you-can-eat place. All-you-eat place will kill you because you want to get your money's worth. And you rush back. But if you'll just get through that first plate of food, eat it slowly, chew it up, and putting the utensils down, picking them back up slows you down. Let that signal get to your brain and let you know if you are full or not. Now, physical, this can work both ways. You know, when you start eating better, you see changes in your body, you feel better, you look better, maybe you lost a few pounds, you're automatically thinking, well, if you're not getting any exercise, you know, if I add some exercise to this, I'll lose even more weight. Or if I can increase my walking 10 minutes a day, I'm going to do that and see what it does to me. Well, the exact same thing, it works both ways. If you're just walking right now and you're not eating very good, or you just start a walking plan, let's say, and you see some changes and your clothes are getting a little loose, or you see changes on the scale or whatever, you'll start wondering, well, if I start stop eating that bowl of ice cream every night. Your diet will change. I'm telling you, it'll change. It works both ways. Number 6, last one. Good nutrition is outcome based. Every nutrition choice we make leads to a result, good or bad. It leads, and it builds. It builds over the amount of meals, over the amount of days, over the amount of weeks. Many people think they eat well. When I was coaching, I eat pretty good. Then I have an hour-long session with them where I ask them a lot of questions, and through those questions, I find out they don't eat very well at all. But many people think that they eat good. I eat pretty good. But when you get into the snacks, you get into what they drink, sodas and sweet tea and all of that, they find out they're not eating that good. Now, this is from a study done. This is crazy. 2 out of 3 obese people say that they have a higher than average nutrition knowledge. I actually said something about this in the video yesterday for some of you that watched. 2 out of 3 obese people. Obese means, people think obese is like 100 pounds overweight. It is. But if you're 40 pounds or more overweight, you're obese. Obese, man, woman, child, it doesn't matter. They think they have a higher than average nutrition. And they do. A lot of them do. A lot of the women that I coached that were naturally obese, they knew a lot about nutrition. A lot. But action means more than words. They couldn't take the actions. They read books, they watched videos, they talked to people, they learned all kind of stuff about nutrition, but they couldn't apply it. They couldn't take action. Now, how do we track? It's outcome based, so how do we track? There's a lot of things you do. You just weigh yourself. Weigh yourself once a week, every day, whatever is best for you. Now, probably more women than not that I coach refuse to get on the scales. Obese women would not get on the scales. They wouldn't do it. So you can take a body fat measurement. If you have calipers or you go to a gym or something, and you can get it done. If you do the calipers, it won't be exact, but a good method, I would get them to just take a tape measure. And, measure their thighs, measure their waist, measure chest. You can measure your biceps. You can measure different things. That you'll see improvements there. Blood pressure and your heart rate, that's a big one. If your blood pressure is rising and you got to go to the doctor, that doctor's going to tell you what you need to do. You need to get some exercise. You need to quit eating this junk. They're going to tell you something. Although doctors aren't experts on eating by a long shot, because there's a lot of really big doctors. But again, they can tell you what to do, but they're not doing it themselves. Physical performance. Lifting more weight, walking further, walking faster, different things. You can tell you're improving. You can get blood work, lab work. That can give you a lot of great information. Photos. I always wanted my clients to take photos, not weekly, but monthly. And I said, if you don't want to show them to me, that's fine. I don't have to see them. But let yourself see the results. You look at it. Because if you're doing the things you need to do, if you're making good good nutrition food choices, you should be seeing results. So that's it. The video ran a little long. I'm going to go into detail on each one of those 6 in other videos. Again, if you like the video, got something out of it, like it and share it and subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.